First I offer my unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipable Diksha Gurudev, Nitya Pravishta Om Vishnu Pad, Astotara Sat Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, and the same unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipable Shiksha Gurudev, Nitya Pravishta Om Vishnu Pad, Astotara Sat Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. To all of our Guru Varga, our disciplic succession of self-realized gurus, and to all the assembled devotees and guests. So I'm very happy to see you all tonight. Honored to see you, and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
We've been traveling with this bhajan group, this kirtan group, the Gaudiya girls, for the last month or so throughout California. And it's been very amazing to see how all the people are just so receptive to the transcendental sound vibration, the bona fide transcendental sound vibration, which is actually coming from the spiritual world, Goloka Vrindavan, through our Guru Parampara, our self-realized disciplic succession, and coming through the group to touch the hearts of people in all the different cities. We're also overwhelmed to see the local kirtan groups, like here in Grass Valley, Nevada City, how heartfelt your programs and kirtan and the devotees are. So I'd like to talk a bit about sound vibration, because that's what the kirtan is, through the slideshow. So this slideshow is coming from an art CD of the paintings that we did for our Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev. Unfortunately, we don't have the CDs here, but we have them in Badger. Next week we're going to be having a one-week-long festival just near the Sequoia Mountains. And we invite you all to come. But even if you can't come, we'll be sending back these CDs so that you can get them just after the festival. So the first part is the art that we did for Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, starting from the late 1960s. Paintings for his Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and other transcendental literatures. These literatures are called Shruti. That means they're coming to us by sound. The compiler and author of all these Vedic literatures, his name is Srila Vyasadeva, and we'll show you his picture in a bit. And he dictated all of these Vedic literatures to his scribe, who happens to be Ganesh. I think many of you are familiar with Ganesh, the elephant-headed demigod. He was actually Vyasadeva's secretary. And he gave a condition that I'll be your scribe as long as you never stop. So Vyasadeva just kept dictating. Vyas means diameter. Can somebody let Yuvati know that we started? She was out and about. Vyas means diameter. So diameter is what goes from the circumference of a circle, one to another, through the radius in the middle. So the middle is Radha Krishna. You saw their picture before. Here's their picture here. And their pictures are all around this room of the beautiful stone house. So they are the one without a second, absolute truth, the supreme powerful and the supreme power. They are the center of all existence. Then the outer circumference of the circle can be taken as the extent of all the universe, or innumerable universes actually. So Vyasadeva touches the center of existence, Radha Krishna, and spreads the knowledge of them throughout all the universes. And that comes from sound, transcendental sound. So let's jump to the Srimad Bhagavatam, to the picture of Mahavishnu lying down in the causal ocean. As you can see, he's emanating from the original source of all existence, Krishna, who lives in his spiritual abode called Goloka Vrindavan. And from his breathing comes innumerable universes. Just like perspiration comes from one's skin, so in the same way with him, our bodies are perverted reflections of his. From the poreholes of his body emanate atomic particles of universes that develop into all the gigantic universes. So when he breathes out, all the universes come out, and when he breathes in, they all again enter his body. And he is a part of a part of a part of a part of a part, 5 times removed part of Krishna. I'd like to jump, Santi, to the other Mahavishnu, glancing over the material universe, the Durga, which is, no, let's see. It's a light blue background, and he's at the bottom, and Durga Devi's at the top.
I don't see it.
Can I see that here?
No, it's not.
There it is at the bottom.
Oh,
At
left.
the bottom row?
Bottom left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, it's described in the Srimad Bhagavatam that the Lord glanced over the material energy. First, he created the 3 modes of nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. And from the mode of ignorance, connecting with the false ego, he created false ego in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. And from false ego in the mode of ignorance, this whole cosmic manifestation comes and is based upon that platform. So the first element that is created from false ego and the mode of ignorance is sound. And from sound comes the entire ethereal space. Can you imagine if there's no ether? Air, wind, all the planets, all the material elements exist in ethereal space, that is space. Imagine if there's no space. Nothing else could exist. So from sound comes everything in the material world. Just like a skyscraper is a material product. We don't have to create a skyscraper from zero. There's already bricks and cement and water and metal. We hear, or somebody speaks like the supervisor of the construction company. He speaks, put this here, put that there, your work